So we're going to take a 30-minute break. So that'll put us back here at 5:50 Central Time. So during the break, go to awakenedlifelive.com/abundance, and then pay it forward. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do Awaken Your Relationships. Again, this is most people's favorite segment of the whole thing. So looking forward to seeing you here. Go make your donations. But of course, you still hang out in here. We're not shutting anything down. So hang out and go make your donations. And we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Everybody say, I am abundance. All right. We'll see y'all really soon.
Thank you. If we could take that little dive back into the heart just for 30 seconds or so. Just remember who we are. I always say a little prayer so that whatever is the best possible thing that can transpire, and it always seems to. Would anybody like to share anything that's going on? How did that last segment feel to you? I find this a little challenging because I am a spiritual Sally, and it's been really, really challenging. But I've been practicing. I have made an offer, for my training, and it's good to keep growing. If you're feeling on the other side of some serious resistance to anything, it's good to explore, what that's about. Yay, Z. If you're speaking, you're muted.
Sorry, you just got muted. Not everyone know.
Oh, okay. Is somebody unmuting everybody?
Yeah, they can talk.
Cool.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I really resonated with that last part. Like I said earlier, I really felt like I was being called out, and it was really showing me fully that my mindset's been blocking my blessings. And I've been aware of that too. When I was younger, my story was I need to struggle. This thought that, after reading Siddhartha for the second time, really feeling like for me to understand humanity, for me to really fully be connected to the world, I need to experience all of it, and feeling that need to suffer. And that's definitely been blocking me because I've only been living to survive and been living at this poverty line. And I'm just so grateful to be called out on that, because I feel like it's giving me tools to finally step out of it and to finally empower myself to own my worth and to fully value myself. When he said earlier, I really love the mantra, people are blessed when we receive, and that when we don't allow ourselves to receive, we're blocking blessings that we would be giving others in the future. And that really hits me, because I really feel like I'm someone who's here to make change and to help others and to be there, and to really have that slap in the face of like, no, but you need to receive, because there's so many people that aren't being helped because you're not helping yourself. Like, that was just really, it was great. So yeah, this has been an awesome most of 12 hours. Really grateful to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. I got a little awareness when you were speaking that if you and others, myself included, were to really open the conduit, really like I am here to serve and to love and to do as much as I possibly can at this time in history that is looking so scary. If we really just got out of our own way and became conduits, as we are awakening, what kind of a flood of goodness could happen through us? It really, really is kind of like, and at the very least, to be willing, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to open to allow that through. Yay. So who else? Who else was challenged? Who else was uplifted? Who else, got some sense that I'll never be able to do that, or boy, that's exciting, or whatever you got. Yay, Sharon, go for it. You're muted at the moment. There you
Okay,
go.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so I chose to give. I usually tithe, but what I got is not reimbursed, but reconfirmed is giving, because I give, but I tend to be stopped because using, technology, people don't always make it easy to give. So there's like, it's hard to give because their websites don't work. And then this doesn't work. And I work in computers and I don't feel like being bothered. So it's like, okay, God, guide me to who you want me to tie to, and then make it easy. So I have some that I had left over that I still needed to give. So I gave. 33 is more than what I needed to give, but I gave. I also gave for the $99 to help someone else. And I did the monthly thing. So the monthly thing was a little bit of a stretch for me because at this point, there's no standard income coming in. Okay. And, my story, as I listened to it, maybe I forgot how you put it, but what didn't work is actually moving you forward in the right direction. So I had been in May of last year intending for better opportunities. I had work, lost the work, didn't get the money from unemployment for over 7 months. Then I get hit with the owners want to have me move out, and that was supposed to be November 6th. Well, I am still in my home. And the blessings that I was doing before I joined this morning, I joined at 1:30. It's just giving thanks that even though I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent back May 2021, God provided provisions, and God has been providing provisions along the way. So my rent got paid for 7 months worth of rent. That's $16,800. I didn't know where that was going to come from. I had no clue. And not only that, when I finally got my unemployment 7 months later, but in that 7 months, I stayed in my home. God provided food. Things open up for me along the way. And I remember, what's her name? Joyce Myers, is that her name? She told a story about doing it afraid, but she shared about how when she was first called to the ministry and God told her not to work. She's like, I ain't telling y'all not to work, okay? But she said, if you're not getting provisions or mannas on a weekly basis, then you need to go back to work. So I have been receiving the provisions and the manna, and I've been to 3 court trials, which is totally uncomfortable, massive, you just don't know. It's exhaustive. And at some points I feel like the uncertainty is so scary because I'm in the home and they could serve me with an eviction notice to move out. No fault of mine, but I have to go through that. But I keep going, that's the little self of you. You don't know. That's the uncertainty that's looking in the future. Just remember, God has blessed you with a home. He's put food on your table. Your refrigerator is full. You've gotten the lump sum that I finally got for unemployment, supported me in paying for self-education programs that are helping me to grow to the next level that I want to be, that I want to do for doing my own business. And I am a career and life coach. So I train people on the job hunting process. I train them on ditching the resume so they can go talk to you, the hiring manager, directly. And that's the gift that is in me, like a young kid who wants to play the piano, but the music ain't coming out. So to me, to do the additional $33, I was like, Sharon, you don't know where your money's coming from. You don't know how this is going to make, but just do it anyway. Because then God, this might sound funny, but God will step up to the plate to provide what you need to continue to be able to serve others. So that's why I chose to participate in this. And I was listening to John. I never heard of John before. No awareness of him. He just showed up. The thing showed up on the YouTube thing. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. This book here, upside down. Can you see it? I can't see the camera.
Let's see.
Okay, so I keep 5 questions that I put in there, and it's just a journal. I call it my spiritual concierge journal. And one of those, I put 5 questions about bring me new ideas, help me rendezvous with like-minded people, help me to be aware of my power, bring me thoughts that guide me in harmony with my core desires, show me evidence of how all this stuff works, and in a comfortable, humorous, and delicious ways. And the coaching was to do those questions.
I want to share, and I just want to say you weren't here in the beginning, and there was some guidelines, and I'm just going to gently share.
Oh, okay.
There is no other hand up, so I'm feeling like I love that you're speaking, but 2 things that we're aiming for is not to teach each other too much, because we're here to receive. And what you gave us, we received, about how amazing it is to be with, apparently nothing. You had nothing. You got no rent, you got no food, and somehow you're eating and you're living in your house that is not a cheap house to live in. That is like a miracle story.
Yes, and the part about that, why I share that, is because what I'm receiving from you guys is actually the manifestations by providing answers to those questions that I'm receiving today. So what I'm receiving in the information today are the answers to those questions. And I just wrote them this morning at 11 o'clock my time, right? So, and it's 4:32. So I already have immediate manifestations.
That's amazing. So do we. Thanks to you, we do too. So, and we includes you if you're interested in being a part of this community. This community has all kinds of opportunities. Some are for, sale classes that are just amazing. And I'm in a bunch of them. And also just a lot of free things that are part of being a member of the earthwakingvillage.com community. A lot of things are offered for no money. It's just a wonderful, what Jonathan calls a clean fish tank, where we all hang together and we just sort of help each other elevate. Everybody's got a piece of the puzzle and we're just, going up, up, up. So I just wanted to make space, because one of the other little guidelines is that as many voices as can be heard here, everybody's taking a risk coming out of their comfort zone a little. There was a woman who had her hand up, and I couldn't make out her name. Maybe she went to get something to eat, but I'd like to, are you complete enough that I could go on to the next one? Thank you.
Just one more thing. Pronounce your name again.
My name is Noel.
Noel. Okay, Noel. Yes, I'm complete. I just wanted to share that. And all of that was just completely a stretch, and just trusting, God to make a way out of no way. Thank you.
That was beautiful, and gave me a lot of inspiration and hope, because it's a little hard to keep giving when you feel like, there's no indication it's coming. Caleb, Thank you, Sharon. If
Hello?
you're, you, I see your hand up. Can you, you're muted. There you go.
Who, me?
I'm here, Noel. How are you?
Okay, I'm
Can you hear
going
me?
to, yeah, but Caleb is up and I'll get you next, okay? And your name is Jay. I'll be right back with you, Jay, okay?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Caleb.
Noel. I just wanted to send some love your way. I just wanted to pour some love onto you because you've been there in a part of my life that was so dark, and I just appreciate you so much. And your name, Noel, it means birthday of Christ. And it's such a powerful position that you have, that you've been named to. And I just wanted to tell you that you're fulfilling that role so beautifully, the way you're holding space for people and letting people literally bloom in front of you, literally becoming Christ consciousness in front of you. I just wanted to just give you so much love for that. I just recognize it when I see you. I just wanted to give you all my thanks. Just all love for you. Just all love for you. You're amazing. That's it.
Give me a moment while I receive that abundance. I just will share briefly that I really, really lived a lot of my life as a human excrement on feet. I thought I was shit, and I just walked around telling myself that nonstop. So the idea that I could grow into who I am today is just, really significant. And Caleb, you gave me such a gift, and you were there the first day that I did this, Caleb. You were going through the very darkest time, and it was like, it was a piece of heaven to be able to invite this community into supporting you. And that's, what I hope we could all learn to do for one another. So right back at you, and I received that. Thank you.
So perfect, all of it then. So perfect. Wow, magic, absolute magic. I love you.
I love you back. And Caleb is a visionary. Caleb has taken the class and he's in it, and he's amazing. So who else? There was another hand up, and thank you for all your hearts and twinkles, people I'm sorry, Jay, I got off on my own thing.
Hi.
I
Hi.
got high for a minute. I was stoned out. Yes.
Oh, me too. Caleb, thank you. That was so touching. That was so beautiful. You just opened my heart, man. It's just great. Thank you. And I'm brand new here. I don't even know where I saw something to sign up, but I did. And I'm so glad I did. Yeah. And I could talk for 30 minutes, but I just really want to say thank you, Noel and Jonathan, and woohoo. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Can you, because you just seem like you've got such a wellspring of something within you. What do you bring? What touched your heart? What was the most meaningful? Anything you got? Just a little more.
Well, I'm kind of unconscious about it, but I'll be vulnerable here. So in the beginning of this, I'm going, wow, this is so great, right on. I've been living in India for 6 years. I just came back. I've been staying with my sister, and we've been fight. And in the beginning of this, she starts sending me emails about accusing me of being narcissistic, which I replied back with, yeah, I can see that in me. But she ended up telling me, don't talk to me and all this stuff. And it hurts, it really fucking hurts. But, and like I said, a lot of things Jonathan said was like pulling pins out of something stuck together, so stuff was just kind of like, oh yeah, I don't really need to like keep, what was it? When he said something about find people that go in the direction you want to go in. Right? Did he say that? Am I still here?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that was a
Absolutely.
big piece for me because I've been trying to pull my sister in my direction, and that's not happening. So I am like, I accept it, and finding this community is like, wow, Yeah.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
And money has been my biggest nemesis forever, it seems like. So I'm very happy to be participating in this money part here. And relationships too. I mean, yes. So
Yeah,
thank you.
hang in for the relationship. That'll be so good. But I think you might be a failure as a narcissist because usually I believe that the MO is they don't see themselves when you say that. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think that's true. I think
I do, painfully so sometimes, but yeah. Thank you for saying that.
All right,
Yeah.
Jay, thank you for sharing and going even deeper. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, who's next? I'm really proud of my ability to be silent for a little while. So I'm going to wait. It feels good to be silent for a little while. I see beautiful messages going by in the chat. I saw some appreciation of me sort of drifting by, and I'm going to read those more carefully later. Thank you. I will take that in. I might even copy and paste just to have it.
I have a question here. I'm sure Jonathan's going to go over this, but when is the next class, next event online?
This event is usually a couple times a month or so, and we don't have the next date yet. But we do
Okay.
have something called Awaken Life Live in Action that happens every Monday. That's a free thing. If you join the village, earthwakingvillage.com,
Right.
then you will be able to see the events section. And in the events section is Awaken Life Live in Action. And that is a group of people who are in classes or not. You know, it's facilitated by wonderful Stephanie and Leah, I believe, who are visionaries. And now they're, you know, members of the community that do a lot of things.
What
Hey,
time on
Stephanie,
Monday?
You want to talk to them, Stephanie? Are you available? Are you here? She's not, she's probably went to get something to eat. I believe it's 7 to 9 Central, but it's
Yeah.
the events section. Is that right?
Yeah, that is
PM.
correct, Noel. It's on Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. Central.
And let me,
Okay.
while I have you up here and no hands are up, can I have Chris introduce herself? Chris does a class that is free to visionaries to help us with breakthroughs. You didn't get to see one of the most powerful breakthroughs because Jonathan, you know, opted not to today, but he may do one later. But she is like amazing. She took on this role of leading classes and teaching us how to do these various breakthroughs that get to the lie that we've been living for decades and move us out of it.
Yeah, so I teach the breakthrough coaching training, and of course, I teach what I need to learn. So that's how one becomes proficient in one's subject, by teaching what you need to learn, right? And the breakthroughs have a tremendous impact in my life, and I wanted people to be empowered to use the same tools in their lives and see the changes for themselves. Because as Noel was saying earlier so beautifully, we are trained, we are programmed to be victims, and we are creators. So the whole breakthrough paradigm is to shift from consumer to creator, from victim to victor, from drain to fountain, from black hole to supernova. And then you see yourself creating your reality in a very clear way, especially with those issues that seem to be repeating themselves in your life. So if you are having consistent problems with abundance, with relationships, or if there is a specific relationship, for example, with a sibling that doesn't go away no matter what you do, then you continue to create that, and it sounds insane, and it's true. So when you continue to create that relationship so that you continue to learn, once you learn your lesson once and for all, once you expand and shift your perception, and the whole dynamic shifts. And that is what the breakthrough allows you to do. So I hope that all of you will be here tomorrow for the breakthrough that John will do. It's incredibly powerful. And in a moment, you can see your life just go from one story to another. And it looks like magic. So thank you, Noel.
Wow. I'll be there.
Yes. Be here for the relationship segment because that is a fundamental part of the breakthrough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in for everything.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you.
And thank you, Noel, for a beautiful, great holding space. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.